Hi, I'm Kristen Boyer and welcome to the Shamanic Corner. As promised, today I'm going to lead you on a shamanic journey into the lower world to meet a power animal or a helping spirit that's here to help you today. Hey now, 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 hey now, hey. So last week I talked about helping spirits and spirit guides, why they come to you and how they bring information or guidance or wisdom that can help you. And today I'm going to lead you on an experiential journey to go into what we call in shamanism the lower world, where there's a plethora of helping spirits, guides, usually in animal form, that are here to help you, that we can access if we go into a theta brainwave or a shamanic consciousness state of awareness. So today I have with you one of my power animals and one of my helping spirits, the black jaguar, and we're going to go on a shamanic journey with the beat of the drum that's going to help us to connect with our spirit guides. So before we go on the shamanic journey, I'm going to give you a few guidelines that you're going to follow when the drumming meditation begins. I'm going to be drumming for you, which is going to bring you into a deepened state of consciousness that's going to allow you to connect with the spirit realms and to find your power animal. Now, journeying is completely safe. Obviously, you don't want to be doing it while you're driving, and hopefully you're just sitting in your house at your computer right now. And what you can do is you can turn off the lights and you can create an atmosphere where it's very peaceful and quiet, where all you're going to be doing is really tuning into the sound of the drums and thinking about the guidelines that I'll outline for you. So the first step that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a comfortable place where you can relax and breathe and just connect to yourself. Just fall into your seat or fall into your laying down position. I want you to imagine a place in nature where you can travel down through a hole in the earth. So maybe you think about a tree that has a hole in it that you can easily wiggle into. And again, you're using your imagination, so you're not actually going to go outside and wiggle down into a tree, although that could be interesting. And please send me a video if that's what you're going to do. You can imagine going down in through that hole all the way into this tunnel that goes down through the different layers of sediment into the earth. Now, you don't want to think too much about where you're going to be going or how you're going to get there. Some people get stuck in like, oh, well, I jumped through a hole in the earth, or well, I swim into the ocean. Just think of a place in your mind and stick to it. And just imagine that as you go with your state of consciousness, with your imagination, that you start to go into this hole, that you begin to go lower and lower and lower through the layers of sediment into the earth. And then once you imagine that you come down out through this hole, that you come to light and an opening. And when you come out onto the other side, I want you to look around with your imagination and see what that place looks like. Maybe you're now in the jungle, or maybe you're in a desert. You basically want to come out to a scene or a landscape that you don't recognize, or something that you didn't expect to see. And then that's when you know you're in the right place. And once you get down into that state of consciousness, I want you to call out silently in your mind's eye, I'm calling out for my helping guide or my spirit animal to come and show yourself to me. And then see what happens. Now, you might have an animal that comes and you might not feel connected to it, because I want you to engage with it. I want you to ask, are you my helping spirit? Say a spider comes along your path and you can ask, Spider, are you my helping spirit? And see if the spider has an answer for you. Now, know that some people are going to experience this meditation differently than others, and however you experience it is perfect. It's the way that you experience it, and it may be different every time you try this exercise. So I want you to ask, are you my helping spirit? And see if you get an answer. You may hear a yes, you may get a nod, you might just feel a connection, or you might have this telepathy and this communication that no one's saying anything, but you just sense that there's a knowing in it. Or you may feel nothing at all. And in that case, you can always ask the spider, or whatever helping spirit has shown itself, will you take me to my power animal? And you can do this as many times as you need to until you find a connection with that animal. And that's when I want you to start asking questions, like, what are you, if you're not sure? Why do you come specifically? And see what that spirit guide says to you. if they have an answer. Or you may find that they take you on a journey, on an adventure. And if they do, just follow and see what happens and see how it unfolds. Oftentimes when we're doing shamanic journey work, we find that the spirit guides talk in metaphors, so just go with it, see what happens. And hey, if you're having trouble getting down to the lower world, just imagine an elevator comes and the doors open and you step inside and maybe with some elevator music, you all go down to the center of the earth. And then the doors open and you're at a new place that you didn't expect to see. And that's when you'll step through and you'll ask for your power animal or your spirit guide to come to meet you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead you on a drumming meditation. And I'm going to beat the drum steadily. And once the beats of the drum begin to shift, that's when you'll know it's time to say thank you, goodbye, big hugs and big kisses, and begin to come back from that space in the earth with the quickened beat. And then retrace your steps back and come all the way back into your body, and that you'll know that the meditation is over when you hear those beats again. And so on and so forth. To the end of the journey. Are you ready? Okay. Go find a place to lay down and relax and enjoy the drums. Take a deep breath in and out. And wiggle your fingers and your toes and slowly come back to this space. And when you're ready, you can open up your eyes and you can grab a piece of paper and journal down anything that came to you, any wisdom, any guidance, what power animal or spirits came, and what your experience was. And I'd love to hear about your journey, so feel free to share in the comments below, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And know that you can always come back to this drumming meditation and see what experience comes next. If you're interested in learning more about shamanism or tools for empowerment, make sure to subscribe to the channel, where I'll be continuously sharing shamanic tools for empowerment and tips on the shamanic path. I'll see you next time.